So, just to give y'all a little backstory, I met Desi back in fall of 2013 when I was 20 years old at Georgia State. He was living at home with his mama at the time. He didn't have a car, nor did he have a job. We became a couple in October of 2013, and that's pretty much where everything begins. As you can see, this is Thanksgiving of 2013. This is Desi outside of my car. Only reason why I want to show y'all this is because you're going to notice throughout all the years, Desi was in my car, driving my car. Being that football was his thing, I used to take him to go train with Body by Ted at Atlanta Sports Complex. Even though he claimed I wasn't supportive, but that was me supporting him, taking him to go train with his trainer. As you can see, he used to train with him all the time. As we go further up his page, this is Desi, once again, inside my car. And it's important to remember, the whole time while Desi was driving my car all around the city of Atlanta, the boy didn't pay not nail car note. He didn't pay no insurance. He wasn't paying for maintenance. He didn't really have no money for gas. Like, that's all the stuff that I was doing. But he was the one driving my car with the benefits. So he actually drove my car more than me. And it's nothing for me to lie about, because we're going to see the whole time on his page, he's in my car. Once again, this is 2014. You in my car. My car all around the city while I'm at work. Oh, okay. Just another reminder, this is July of 2014. Desi was in my car. Let's just keep on strolling. Once again, in my car. So when I say my car was all over the city, well, I'm at stationary, at work. If I wasn't at work, I was at school or I was at home. That's just what it was. Here he go once again. You at church. How you get that, Desi? Driving my car. When he wanted to shoot his content, you was in my car shooting your content. This is all 2014. Now, Desi didn't move in with me until summer of 2014. Once he moved in with me, he was, now you in my house, using light, water, you eating all the time. Like, who is paying for that? Me. Oh, okay. But I'm unsupportive. Okay. So, I mean, all of these videos, as we see, I'm not going to click on everything because it's just so much. But Desi was in my car. When he wanted to go practice at Pantherville Stadium, how did you get there? My car. We just going to keep on strolling. These videos that he posted, content he made in my house, in my car, like, it goes on and on. Let's just keep on strolling since he forgot how supportive I really was. As you can see, all of these videos, content is in my car. This you in the house, sitting on my couch. You didn't pay for that. I did. Okay, we gonna keep on moving on along. All these videos, you in the car. Who car you was in, Desi? You was in my car. Oh, okay. So let's just keep moving along, since I'm so unsupportive. And the crazy part about it, even when we was in school, since I'm so unsupportive, who used to stay up late night to rewrite your papers just so you can pass your class so you can graduate? I did. And you can ask your mother and your grandmother, they can remind you, because it was plenty of nights I stayed up late doing your papers just so you can pass your class to graduate. Oh, but I'm unsupportive. I mean, look, it's content after days. He's in my car. In my car. Ain't paid for nothing. Nothing. Guess who was still having to put gas in the car while I'm at work so he can ride around and make content? Me. But yet, I'm unsupportive. Okay, let's keep strolling. You still in my house. I mean, when I say the content is here and it's so much, I'm not going to click on it. The stuff is still on his page, so y'all can always stroll back down the same way I did. And just keep you in my car. You just in my car shooting content day after day while I'm at work hustling. Just to make ends meet for us. Oh, okay, but I'm unsupportive. Back in 2015, when football wasn't going Desi way and stuff, Desi was like, I'm gonna go on and just quit the team and just really focus on this social media stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, he started going hard on the content. All the content was where shot in my car. You was ripping and running all over the streets, shooting content with like videos with everybody in my car. And we just gonna keep on strolling so we can just see how unsupportive I was. Cause I mean, you ain't pay for nothing. So all of this content came off the back of me, right? Oh, okay. Let's just keep getting into it. Look at you. You going to go support DC. How did you get that, Desi? Oh, okay. But, y'all can click on it. Look at him. Still in my car again. Just recording videos. Building up his Instagram following and stuff like that. But you was doing that off the back of me. Okay. This you and Easy. Yeah, you used to go drive over there to shoot content with him too. All the time. Just look at him. It don't matter. He was everywhere in the city. In my car. Shooting videos. We're gonna just keep on strolling. Keep strolling. Still. Look at this. Using my resources. But I'm unsupportive. Oh, okay. Yeah, went down here to go see these folks. Yeah, seen boosts and stuff. How did you get that, Desi? Desi, you drove my car. Who put gas in the car for you to go network, Desi? I did. But yet I was unsupportive. Okay. Let's keep on getting into it. Desi once again. Here he goes shooting content outside the first apartment that I had. But yet I was unsupportive. These you on the patio though. In 2015. But yet I was unsupportive. Who was paying for that? Me. But I was unsupportive. Okay, we're gonna just keep on scrolling. Cause I mean all of this content, he either in my car, at my house. How you think he got to go network with 217? Off of me. I was giving you gas money to make sure you got that. When you talk about getting a haircut, all I want to do is get my haircut, pay my phone bill. Who used to take it to the barbershop? I mean faithfully. Me. I did. So you can get your hair cut by Keon. Then you want to say I'm so unsupportive, but yet when he was doing this stuff on social media, I was the one who got him his first hosting gig. My aunt was hosting dance competitions, and I'm like, well, Des, I think this would be good for you to, get your feet wet so you can start getting comfortable. This is you, Des, at the first dance competition. You was the host. You even invited Lala Scissorhands, when that was her name back at the time, to even co-host with you. You can call her. She might jog your memory too, since you can't seem to remember nothing. But because I was so unsupportive. But yet that was you at the dance competition or the hosting gig that I got you. Look at him, still in my car. I mean, content after content, like videos after videos. This all you was doing, and this is all 2015. At the end of 2015, look at him, still in front of my car. I mean, you had to see the thinking like you had it, and you ain't having nothing. Everything you had, I was paying for it. I was breaking my back to make sure you was straight. Make sure you was able to do what you wanted to do, to invest in your dream, but yet I'm unsupportive all of a sudden. When I say Desi was everywhere, Desi didn't miss a beat. Desi was networking with everybody from got reach from the radio station to Beehive from the radio station to running around with Lil Donald. Like, Desi was doing any and everything, not missing a beat, off the back of me. Like, I was paying for all of that. But yet I'm unsupportive. Like, this is how you started building up your social media platform, off the back of me. This is Desi outside my loft when we stayed there. I was paying for that. So it's important to know this background, because you're gonna see this all throughout, and it's gonna come into play when we get towards the end of our relationship. Because I was still staying there at the time when he claimed I put him out. He had his first major hosting, which was at Troy University, outside of the dance competitions that he was hosting for my aunt, back in 2015. All right, cool. This is Desi on stage back then in October of 2015. So As you can see, Desi was still everywhere. I mean, you with Lil Donna everywhere. Guess how he got there? Off the back of me. Desi still all this time did not have not one job. This you hosting another dance competition for my aunt that you was getting paid for. Oh, okay, but I was unsupportive. Okay, we just gonna keep on moving along. All this content you've been shooting in my car, using my gas, running up my miles, like, and you wasn't paying for anything, but you want to claim I was unsupportive. All right, so let's get to when December 2015, Desi graduated. Okay, cool. Congratulations, buddy. But even though you claim I was unsupportive, I'm the one that was writing them papers to make sure you passed your classes so you could graduate. But I'm unsupportive. Oh, okay. But as you can see, this still Desi shooting content in my car. Shooting content, just shooting content. This you outside the loft at the gym shooting content. When Desi was in acting school, this was back in 2016, the beginning of 2016. I was paying for that. When you started going to acting school before you had a job, I was paying for that. Why? Because you wanted to get into acting, but yet you claim I was so unsupportive. Oh, okay. So this is where everything gets interesting. First lie. Desi claimed he was working at Smoothie King when I put him out. That's a lie. Desi didn't start working at Smoothie King until 2016. And to be clear, how that came about was because I was still in school in 2016. After he graduated, I was in school and I was still working full time. And when my money started to look a little funny, I'm like, Desi, I need you to pitch in a little bit if you want this train to continue rolling. And Desi didn't want to get no job or nothing. Like, he felt like it was okay for me to always figure everything out. I had been figuring everything out all this time, all these years. You wasn't contributing anything. So now it's 2016, you done graduated, all you doing is sitting at home all day around the city of Atlanta recording content. So at this point, I'm like, you just need to contribute something in order for us to keep this train rolling. Desi didn't want to hear that. So Desi had an attitude, got in his feelings, wanted to run away from responsibilities. So he called himself wanting to take a break. And you left to go to your granny house. Okay, cool. I wasn't finna force you to stay. I mean, at the end of the day, I've been doing all of this, and now I'm telling you I need some help. Your first instinct is to run. Go ahead and run then. I let you be. Imagine my surprise when I'm at work. There's a pop up in my job. I want to come home. It ain't even been a full 7 days since you left. Now you back talking about you want to come home. But I let him come because I'm like, I never put you out. All I said was you got to step up and contribute. Because if you think I'm finna be calling my friends or anybody asking to borrow money when I got a whole man laid up in my house, like, I'm not doing it. If I need any extra help, I'm coming to you. Like, you're a fully able adult. You're gonna help me. So that's what it was. So when he decided to come on back, that's when he got that job at Smoothie King. Now when Desi did his interview on the Breakfast Club, he claimed he worked at Smoothie King around the time I supposedly put him out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get into that Breakfast Club interview so we can establish a timeline. And then I'm going to show the receipt that I have to show that he was lying. This is the first interview Desi did last year on the Breakfast Club when he first mentioned his ex putting him out.
Ex put me out of the apartment because I wasn't making enough money. And that's when I knew then I had to figure out how the hell I'm gonna goddamn get some money. And
how'd she tell you that? Oh, I don't know.
Well, no, it was just, I felt like, at the time, I felt like at the time.
He's right, because you can't assume. I don't want to assume in this area.
Yeah, I just felt like at the time she didn't believe in what I wanted to do.
Okay.
She wanted me to get a job, you know what I'm saying? I didn't make enough income. And at the time, I was working at like Smoothie King, so the money that I was getting, like I said, I was just paying to either get me a haircut, pay my cell phone bill, and shit. Everything else I was just giving her, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the first lie is I put him out because he wasn't making enough money and he was working at Smoothie King at the time. So what Desi messed up at was when he went into more details in the Shannon Sharp interview. By him going into more details, it gave me a timeline because I was a little confused myself. Like, dang, when did I put Desi out? When did Desi ever live with his granny? Like the whole time we've been in a relationship, like when did you ever live with granny? Okay, so let's just get into the Shannon Sharp interview so we can form a timeline so we can see that he was lying the entire time.
About 3 months, I got up to about $10,000. I want to go get me an apartment.
Okay. So now you say after I put you out, you was at Granny house. You stayed at Granny house about 3 months and you went and got an apartment. Okay, cool. So when did Desi get this apartment? Let's go ahead and get into that. So September 21st of 2018, your girl B Simone made a whole blog video on their YouTube. Desi got a new apartment. He just got his keys. So this date is very important. September 21st of 2018. So basically you're saying I put you out in 2018 because you was working at Smoothie King, which is the biggest lie ever because you worked at Smoothie King in 2016 after college. And you can't say I'm lying because you did an interview in 2018 that I found on the internet when you talked about working at Smoothie King back after college. And we're going to get into that too because like I said, you ain't got to take my word. Let's get into the receipts.
So right out of college, you just went straight into it? Did you work any kind of like side jobs, maybe like retail or anything, or you went all the way in?
Yeah, I did get a job. I got a job at Smoothie King. I was working at Smoothie King for maybe almost a year. And I was like, no, fuck that. I got to do something else.
Right.
And that's when I tapped back into my purpose, man, with the comedy and the acting.
Well, here you are. When you did this video in June of 2018 with this guy, you let it come out your own mouth. You worked at Smoothie King in 2016, and you worked at Smoothie King less than a year. So why are you saying on the Breakfast Club, I left you because you was working at Smoothie King and you went to go live with your granny? So let's get back into his page and get on the content. So let's just scroll on up because back when Desi in 2016, when Desi was working at Smoothie King, he was driving an Acura that his mama gave him because his schedule used to interfere with my schedule. So of course I'm not gonna catch a ride. I got a whole car that I paid his bill on. You started driving that car. So let's just get into it because y'all gonna see him starting to drive this car around the time that he was working at Smoothie King. And you was giving me all your money, all you wanted to do was get your hair cut and pay your phone bill is the next biggest lie because your phone bill was $100. Then you was getting a haircut every 2 weeks. So, I mean, even back then, haircuts wasn't $15 back then. Not at Keon. They just wasn't going for $15. But only thing that you was giving me was $200. This is the inside of this Apple. Now you're going to start to see a lot of his content is going to come from inside this car during this time because I used to have to go to work and drive my own car. So what you fail to realize, where else was your money going to, Desi? You had to put gas in your car to get to and from work. You was riding around the city in that Acura making content. This is you, right? Making content. So you got to put gas in your car. This is all 2016. This is when you was working at Smoothie King. So at this point, yeah, now you was still in acting school. You gotta pay for your acting classes. Like you was still putting your money towards you. Only thing you was giving me was $200. $200 didn't put a dent in our household at all. I wasn't trying to take all your money. You was working at Smoothie King making $7 an hour working part-time. You wasn't working 40 hours a week. I mean, anybody can get a calculator and do the math. What money was you giving me? You was giving me $200. This you the whole time shooting this content when you was driving this Acura. So the whole story of me putting you out because you was working at Smoothie King is a lie. You said it yourself. You worked at Smoothie King for less than a year. Out of our whole relationship, you worked one job for less than a year, and that was at Smoothie King. And clearly, we was together during Smoothie King and after Smoothie King because you worked at Smoothie King during 2016, and then you quit. Why did you quit? Because everything was taken off for you. I was all for it. Didn't nobody say stay at Smoothie King. Smoothie King wasn't no career. You was just the smoothie boy making smoothies. That's not a career. It was just a job to keep the train rolling. In 2016, you started filming for your biggest movie that you did back then. It was Love by Chance. This is the photo that you posted, October 2016. That's because you was behind the scenes set life, right? You remember that? The Love by Chance movie. That movie came out in 2017. when that movie came out, you was no longer working in Smoothie King. You had been quit Smoothie King. At this point, now you back to shooting content. You back now. You got hosting jobs. You had another major hosting. Now you getting back into the hosting thing. It's homecoming season. You did a hosting at Auburn University. You wasn't getting paid in the form of a pizza party, Desi. So anybody that's in your field that did hosting at colleges, y'all know, like, they don't pay you like just a couple $100s. You can get a nice little amount of check for a couple of hours at a step show of a hosting gig at them colleges. And we're going to keep on scrolling up because after Smoothie King, Desi was producing his own short film. This is what you was putting your money into, the money that you was making off social media. So the whole you just not making money from YouTube, you wasn't calculating all the other money you was making from promos. You can't say, so we're going to get into that because Desi had a following at this time. Now, it wasn't 1 million followers then, but you had a cool couple hundred back in 2016, early 2017. You was making money off of shout outs and posts and stuff like that when people wanted you to post their businesses. So let's keep on going. You got Desi steady making content. You making content with Candace. You started making content with B. Simone. I mean, you making content with everybody. And at this point, you're back in my car. How was you doing that, Desi? Now you back off my dime. You back in my whip because that Acura went down and it's been parked at greenhouse ever since after you was working at Smoothie King. So now you back using my car to go shoot videos with my kid, Desi. You can call her, maybe she'll jog your memory. You was shooting videos with Candace and B. Simone. You was driving my car to get there. I was giving you gas money to do what you need to do to shoot your content, but you want to sit here and say I wasn't supportive? Oh, okay. And then you had your Love by Chance movie. It came out over here. It came out over the summer. But you went to Africa back in April. And we're going to get into that because that's going to come back into play towards the end of this video as well. So let's keep on going. We're going to just keep strolling. As you see, he's shooting content with everybody. Mind you, Desi no longer working at Smoothie King. But he let him tell it he ain't making no money, which was a lie. Desi had started making money. That's why he was no longer working at Smoothie King. Because at this point, you're making more than what you was making at Smoothie King. But the whole time, he was still only giving me $200. I wasn't trying to take all this boy money. I know what you was trying to invest in. You was trying to build, like back then, how he said he thought he saw marriage. Back then, we was a team. When I had the bag, it was we was a team. I'm doing this for us. I'm building this for us. Back then, when he ain't have nothing, we was the team. Oh, okay. So as you see, he shoot content with Top Notch. Desi, how was you getting over there to shoot content, Desi? Who was giving you gas money, Desi, for you to do all these things? You out here having business meetings for the movie Love by Chance, Desi. How was you getting around to do all of that? Who was doing all of that? But I wasn't supportive. Now this is all after Smoothie King. So you said I left you because you was working at Smoothie King, but you're doing all of this after Smoothie King. All of this is after Smoothie King. We're going to keep on scrolling so y'all can see when my boy went to Africa. Oh, here you go. This you, April 23rd of 2017. This when you went to Africa because the movie premiered in South Africa before it actually premiered in the United States. Did you forget about that? All of this came after Smoothie King, Desi. So you talking about I left you. When did I leave you because you was working at Smoothie King? When you said I left you and you was down and out, you don't look down and out to me, Desi. You was actually having some motion. Like things was picking up for you and it was very much so steady. This was you on the red carpet, right? April 26th of 2017 in South Africa for the movie Love by Chance. When I say this gonna come back into play, this gonna come back into play. Because when I say he been playing on my top. So just keep in mind, we're gonna refresh our memory on that. But hold on to that South Africa trip because it's going to come back towards the end of this segment. So the whole time you've been shooting content, making videos, everything. You still been doing a lot of this stuff off of my dime. Only thing that you contributed in our household was $200. So who was doing everything else, Desi? Me. I was doing everything. But then you want to sit here and say I wasn't supportive. Okay. When you went to Miami, who all went to Miami for this movie, Desi? Me, you, my kid, your friend Gerard. Like we all went, but I wasn't supportive. We went in support of you. And we made it a whole little trip for you. but I wasn't supportive. Oh, okay. So by then, summertime of 2017, Desi had 500,000 followers. So let's be for real. You really think this boy wasn't making no money with a 500,000 followers? That's because he's lying. His first money was coming from straight off Instagram. Him promoting people businesses. He was making good money doing that. I mean, consistently. That's why he never went back to get a job, because he was making money off the internet. Then you started actually making money off of YouTube in 2017. So you tried to kick it on the Shannon Sharp show that you got your first $900, which that we gonna show that that's a lie. You talking about you got your first $900 after you got put out from YouTube, but then on the Breakfast Club you mentioned how you was making money off YouTube from 2017, 2018. So on the Breakfast Club you kind of wanted to tell the truth, but then you tried to throw in a little lie with it. But you was making money off YouTube back in 2017.
When did you start making money?
I started making money on YouTube.
Okay.
That was back in probably 2017, 2018, like $900 a month type,
Yeah.
$1,700, stuff like that.
See, now you being
and I was
real.
happy.
So let's just keep rolling. As you see, what was Desi doing? This what time frame we in? We still in 2017. Desi making videos. There shouldn't be some on Desi. So you getting around Desi. This you back in my car, Desi, in front of the house, in front of my steps, July 2017. Like you off of me. You doing all of this off of me. You getting around living your best life. Your movie finally was coming to premiere in the United States, the Love by Chance movie, that summer of 2017. Who was there? I was there at South Lake Theaters. Like, me, my friends to come support you. But yeah, you want to claim I'm unsupportive. How? I'm there to support you. Oh, okay. So we just gonna keep going, scrolling on along. This you making content outside the house. It never stopped. You stayed making content from riding around the city to go meet with people. You in my car. You just networking. You ain't missing a beat. Ain't this you and Candace outside my house? Outside in the neighborhood? You making what? Content. This all was in 2017. Mind you, you only paying $200. You only giving me $200 to go towards anything in the house. So you not even paying half of no bills. You able to keep your money, but then you want to tell people you was giving me all your money. You was never giving me all your money. I was never trying to take all your money. Oh, okay. We just gonna keep scrolling on. This you. Now in 2017 and 2016, I did wreck my silver Camaro, and I ended up getting a black Camaro. So now you're gonna start seeing it's gonna be a black Camaro in the background, but the inside of my car pretty much still kind of looked the same. This you, Desi. This in 2017, right? You in front of my Camaro, right? Oh, okay. So not only did you drive the last one, put all these miles on it, and wasn't paying for nothing, now you driving the next one too. So the whole time you always been in my car, using on my gas, running up my miles, not paying for maintenance. You wasn't offering me no money to go towards my car note or insurance. I never even asked you. That stuff I just cover automatically. But as we see, Desi drove my car way more than me. You would have thought my car belonged to him. The way I was getting dropped off at work and picked up. This you, right? In my car outside the house, because my assigned parking spot was in front of the steps. This you, right? In my assigned parking spot in my car. Steady making videos. We just gonna keep scrolling. You were still doing your acting classes. So that stuff you still paying for, because at that point you're making money. I'm not finna just keep paying for every single thing when some of this stuff you can pay for yourself. Now when you ran short, I got you. I'm gonna cover it. Don't worry about it. You ain't missing no beat. But when you got it, you're gonna have to put your money towards yourself. And that's what you was doing. We can keep on scrolling. Let's just see what we got. Desi in the car. This my neighborhood, because these red doors, my building was yellow and red, and the other buildings was like green. So it's very important to know. You in my car, steady shooting content. Things just start to get hilarious for me, because when I say all he did was lie in the video, that's all he did was lie in his interview with Shannon Sharp. So you talked about me putting you out in 2018, and that's when you went to go live with Granny, right? Okay, so let's get into this.
And I remember I was at my grandma's house, and I got an email maybe like, it was crazy, maybe like 2-3 days later. And I got an email of this, for me to do this hosting for the stand-up. I had to host this comedy show. I think it was like in Marietta in Atlanta, Georgia. And I was the youngest comedian on it. It's like I was still fresh at doing it. And I was like, man, okay, I got to come up with a set. Man, I remember I came up with a 5-minute set. It was just 5 minutes. And I was like, I could just take these 5 minutes. I could just do whatever in between the hosting. And I ended up coming up with 5 minutes, bro. And I recorded it. And I was just so happy to do that 5 minute. They remember that. So I'm going to take this to the show. And I took it to the show. And I ain't going to say it was my best show. But I remember I got like that first laugh. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I got to laugh. Mm-hmm. So it's like, now how can I continue to get more laughs? What I got to say to get more laughs?
Okay, so you talked about getting this hosting job to host this comedy show. After you was living at Granny House, you got this email. 3 days later, you living there, right? But what I'm trying to understand is, see, when I say you so slow, cause you left all the evidence. Desi, ain't this the hosting? I mean, I'm just trying to, like, this happened in 2017, a whole year prior before you claimed I put you out. You said it was in Marietta, right? This the address. This Saturday, come through if you're in the ATL. That's you, right? You about to host this comedy show a whole year prior. But let you tell it, you got this email to host this show 3 days of living at Granny House. How did that happen? Because this is something you remember so vividly is what you kept telling Shannon Sharp. How vividly do you remember these events, Desi? Because this is the whole year prior. The proof is on your page. The receipts are coming from you, all of them. You talked about it, right? That's the flyer for the hosting. Come check me out. Oh, okay. This you at the hosting, right? You did your jokes on stage for the first time. This it, right? The show was October. You posted this October 1st of 2017. This was you on stage for the first time. But this is the whole year prior from when you claimed you was living at your granny house when I put you out. So you got the world thinking one thing when everything you said was a lie. All of it was a lie. And we're going to get to the truth, and then everybody going to see why you really lied. Because the truth don't match the image that you try to portray. Because this you on stage, getting your first laugh. This when you was like, oh, I got my first laugh. It's go time, right? That you was still at my house, living at my house, under my roof, only contributing $200 to the household then. This October 2017. Okay, so let's just keep rolling. You was still at my house, of course, steady shooting content. You all around town doing your photo shoots to get your stuff up. There you go, in my car, making videos. So we was very much still together this whole time. The whole time. Let's continue to get into it. This you doing some stand-up. October 22nd of 2017. Let you tell her you ain't getting to stand-up until after I left you. Because I didn't believe in you, and after I left you, that's when you took off. We was very much still a couple then. You started doing content. There you go with Candace, B. Simone. This you on stage. October 28th of 2017, you had a hosting. Where you was at? University of Central Arkansas. You be trying to kick it like you wasn't making no money. You got paid for these. Like let's be for real. You got paid for these. But you tell her you ain't make no money. You made $900 after you got put out. But this you on stage. This you, a recap of your show. So all of this was very much so in real time. That was actually me calling you on FaceTime, interrupting your live. Y'all can go back. The video still on his page. And my girl keep calling me. She interrupted me. That was you. Recording your content. This you. Right? Outside the house. In front of the steps. In my car. Making content. This is all 2017. You say I wasn't supportive. Matter of fact, when you and B. Simone did y'all No More Dick shirts, I bought one. That's how much support. Like, I was paying for my own stuff. Just to say I'm supporting you. But yet you want to claim I wasn't supportive. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Who this is on stage? This November 2017. You told the world you ain't start stand-up comedy till after I put you out. But this was you, right? You had a show at Atlanta Comedy Theater. Oh, okay. This you on stage. Who used to go to your shows then? Desi? Me. Supporting you. Me and my friends. Supporting you. But I wasn't supportive though, right? Oh, I didn't believe in it. So at this point, the dream was no longer a dream. The dream was very much so a reality. Like this point, you starting to, make some moves. You about to do your thing. This you having your show in December. Who was there, Desi? Me. Me and Destiny went to this show, but I wasn't supportive. I even paid my own way to get in, Desi. Just to support. Get you some money at the door. Another ticket sale. But I wasn't supportive. Oh, okay. We gonna just keep on scrolling. Cause this you on stage and stuff. Now all of this is December 2017. This your recap, right? From the show. This your recap. But let you tell it, you ain't start doing stand-up until after I left. I didn't believe in a dream. The dream was very much so a reality. And that's you on stage in Atlanta. We was at this show. And I'm unsupportive. I didn't believe in a dream. That's what you want the world to think. Why? Because the truth is gonna come out. Why you want the world to think that? This you in my car. Now we still in December. So we gonna keep on you making content after content. This Dez on stage in December 16, 2017 in Atlanta. But you wasn't doing no comedy until after. Remember, you got all this after I put you out in 2018. See, that's why I said you messed up by giving me that timeline. Because you know I was around for this. And that's where you messed up at. So we gonna keep on scrolling. This you outside the house in the car. We gonna keep on scrolling. You in the house. This you in my car. This you again in my car. Like, we just gonna keep on scrolling. Like, the videos is there so the world can go back and see the content. This you outside the house on the patio. This the red doors. That's why that background is very important, because it's still gonna come into play after the time frame from when you said I quote unquote put you out, because we in January 2018. Now, January 2018 is where everything kind of went downhill in our relationship, because at the end of January, the last week of January, I actually lost my job as a waitress. So when I lost my job, that's the job I've been working our whole relationship. That's why I was making fast money. That's why I was able to do everything, take care of everything. Well, when I lost my job, now I was only working an hourly job after I got fired. And I got fired the last week of January. Now, initially, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't stressed when I got fired. Like, it was just like, yeah, I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect me. And things happened, I got fired. Okay, cool. But I wasn't stressed, because in my mind, Desi is making money. At this point, you making money from Instagram by promoting people businesses for 24 hours in your story and doing page posts. So you making money from that. You was getting money from YouTube. You getting a monthly check from YouTube. And at this point, every time you go to these hostings, you're getting a hosting check. So now you're getting 3 different checks. At this point, you was making more than I made the whole relationship. So in my mind, I have no need to be stressed. Like, I just figured some things out. But, in my mind, Desi can kind of handle it, because he's making way more money than I was making. If I was able to do on a lesser income, he going to be able to do and still have income left. That was my thought process. Jokes was on me, boy. Let's just keep it rolling, because he try to pretend like he ain't had no money, but y'all finna see how steady these shows was coming. So we gonna keep on rolling, because this is all January, and in February he had that show in the Bahamas. We were still living together, because you in my car, this the outside, you taking your pictures inside my house this February. Like, we was very much still a couple in February of 2018. This you, February 19th. So not only in February you had that Bahamas show, now you got a show in Greensboro, North Carolina, February 19th of 2018. So now the shows is rolling. In February, you hit 1 million followers. So you can't act like you didn't have no social media motion. Like you was at 500,000 that summer of 2017. By February 2018, you was at $1 million. You're getting paid off your social media account. Stop playing. We was together. You know I know. I'm seeing it. So you might want to lie to the world, but I know. And people who in this industry, they know too. Y'all get paid to do what? Promote other people's business. There's ways to make this money off social media. So you was very much so making money off your Instagram, and you was getting your YouTube check. Now you getting this show money. Because mind you just had 2 shows in February. You was getting paid good money for that. Now, I told y'all I lost my job at the end of January. When I lost my job, when February came, do y'all know how much money this boy started giving me? He went from $200 to $400. That was it. You only started giving me $400. And it was up to me to figure out the rest for the rest of the rent, the lights, the water. Then on top of that, I'm still having to pay my $500 car note with my $495 insurance. Like, I'm still having to pay for everything else. I started to struggle. Because at this point, the little hourly money that I was making, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to carry the household no more. But here you is making all this money, way more than me, and you wouldn't even pick up an extra bill. So therefore, I could afford to make things happen on my side. So at this point, okay, March, April, May, I started missing car payments because it was either going to be the car note or the insurance. I chose the insurance. I throw a little something on the car note in between time. But we finna see how busy your boy was the entire time, though. So you was at 1 million followers in February. All right, this you, Swanee University. This February 24th, 2018. You got 3 shows in February so far. On top of your YouTube check and the money you making off Instagram. But let you tell it, you was broke. We was together, though. This is still before 3 months before you got that apartment. So this is how still when we was still a couple, even on your timeline. But you claim you was broke. This you though, getting money. Okay, let's keep on scrolling. We gonna keep on scrolling. Cause the whole time this you was still outside my house. That shows we was still living together. You was in my car. We gonna keep on scrolling. Who this is? Oh, this your boy Desi. Hoover, Alabama. You had a show in March, right? Okay, so this whole time now you only giving me $400, but you're making money. Let you tell you was giving me all your money. You wasn't. You was being stingy with your money. The only person that had your back and did everything for you, you started giving me your ass to kiss when you started getting to the money. This you though, getting money. So let's keep rolling. Who this is? Alabama State University. March 14, 2018. We still together. You told Shannon Sharp in the Breakfast Club you was broke. No, but you got bookings. You're booked. Get money, look at you on stage. Turned up. Oh, okay, we just gonna keep on scrolling. Keep on. This you. You outside my house. These them steps. You recording with your friend in the car. This outside my house. I know my house. That's in March. We still very much so together. Okay, cool. We gonna keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Who do we have here? Xavier University. This is April 4th, 2018. You got another show. So I don't have to lie when I say you wasn't down and out. You like the dream was very much so a reality at this point because now you got consistent work. It's been on ever since. This you making money. We gonna keep on, and that was you outside my house this April. Oh, okay, in my car. So the whole time you not even paying, you wasn't even trying to help me pay my car note. I'm late on payments, but yet you still driving my car. But yet you still in my car making videos. How that work? But you was giving me all your money. You let the world think you was giving me all your money. I left you when you was down. You was actually up. You still using and living off of me. You getting to the money and giving me the bare minimum. You only was giving me $400. Where was you giving me all your money at? So we just gonna keep on scrolling. Cause this you, my boy, you at another show. Look at you. This you, right? April 13, 2018. Another show in April. Another show in April. We was very much still together because this you outside the house. Back in my car recording content. Oh, okay. So we're going to keep on scrolling. This you in Savannah. You had a Savannah, Georgia. You got a show. April 20th of 2018. We was still together. So you talking about you ain't getting money, but baby boy, you was booked. Mercer University, April 21st, 2018, getting money. So what was you broken down and out? We were still together. I'm very much so in the picture. We still together. You making money. Only person who was down and out was me. Oh, okay. We're going to continue because here you is, University of Rhode Island, just in case if you forgot. This April 28th, 2018. So at this point, you having more than 2 shows a month. You getting paid. You're getting paid. And we were still living together. That's you on my couch in the living room, April 26th, 2018. Okay. You making prank phone calls. Now, this is where things get funny, too, because he always talk about I wasn't supportive. But back in 2017, when Desi decided he wanted a business phone, Desi, who put you on that plan? I did. So your first phone was on your family plan with your family them, and then you got your second business phone. It was on my plan under my name on my Sprint bill. But I'm unsupportive. Oh, okay, because this you shooting with one phone, talking on the next, right? Oh, okay, you had 2 phones, and one of them was on my plan, but you want to say I'm unsupportive. Okay, we gonna keep it moving, because my boy been busy. He got shows. Gonna keep it moving right along. This was you when you went to Nashville, Tennessee, because you had a show out there. There you go with your show. Can't say I'm lying. This May 2018. So this is what things finna start getting interesting, because depending on how Desi want to count his 3 months, he can say I put him out in June. He can say I put him out at the end of May. I don't know, but either way it go, we got all type of receipts. We gonna keep it rolling. So let's keep it going. So this you at Zane, and that's the same show. So we gonna keep it moving. Keep scrolling. Now, mind you, this is May. You in my car shooting content though, my Camaro. So this is May 14th. You was shooting content still in my car, so we very much still together. In fact, this you in my car outside the house, May 21st of 2018. We still together. Now, when I say Desi was stingy and playing on my top, when May came around, because I had already missed 2 payments, and now I'm in May about to miss the 3rd payment, I had to cut Desi out. Like, you coming and going in and out of town, and when you is in town, you steady driving my car, but you won't even help me pay my car note. Now, mind you, the boy been driving my car since 2013 when we got together. He never had to pay a car note, never had to pay insurance, didn't pay for no maintenance, none of that. I did all of that, never asked him. Now, I'm in need. You act like you don't even want to help me pay my car note. That ain't my car, but you been in this car this whole relationship, though. So after you get cussed out, then you give me $500 to pay the note for 1 month. Oh, okay. That was in May. Because you first you was acting like you ain't got it, but you ended up coughing up the money after you got cussed out. You gave me the $500 to pay for 1 month. Okay, cool. I paid it. Let's continue because my boy was busy. This you in Huntsville for a show, May 27th of 2018. We were still living together, so I don't know if you want to say I put you out then or what. But you really can't say that because as we can see, this the background of my house in the background of this video, and this May 28th. So it's obvious we were still living together. Not only that, but here you is in another video with somebody else, and that's May 31st of 2018. You in front of my steps in my parking spot in my car. Oh, okay, so it's clear we was together the whole May. So you can't say you got put out in May. Okay. Well, let's move along. This May 31st, you still in the house, as your grandma, making videos. And in the background, you in my car. Okay, so this May 31st. We're going to continue to move along. Who do we have? My boy Desi. This you, right? June 2nd. You in my car. Oh, okay. So we still together. Now, when I get into the next lie, so Desi he want to pretend like he ain't have no money and things like that, which is a lie. Desi ended up getting his first car that he got of his own in June of 2018. He bought a Challenger. Desi, how do you get a car if you ain't got no income, Desi? You want to make it seem like you only got $900 to your name, got your first $900 when you was living at Granny house. but yet you was able to afford a Challenger, and your car payment was between the mid 600s to the high 600s. How could you afford that, Desi? Because the lenders, they don't care about your social media, honey. They was checking credit score and they was checking them bank statements, which you provided. Because guess who was with you? Me. I took you to go get your car. Me and your granny, the same granny you want to claim you live with, which she don't even know. She can't even figure out when did Dee live with me. She was with us. You can call granny. She'll remind you that I took you in my Camaro to go get your car. So we're going to keep on scrolling because my boy had a show. You was in Chicago. This June 8th of 2018. Oh, okay. This you outside my house, though. June 9th. You got content in my car. Outside my house. Okay, so we're going to keep on scrolling because y'all going to notice when Desi ended up getting a new car. Oh, don't forget, I'm so unsupportive, but when you were shooting this film, who dropped you off on set, Desi? I did, right? But yeah, I didn't believe in you. I was unsupportive. Oh, okay, but I did that. So we're going to keep on scrolling because my boy Desi, he got another show, Greensboro, North Carolina. This June 21st of 2018. You're making money. So, if you notice now, this is Desi, and Desi's a new car. Desi got a Challenger. The Challenger had a sunroof. Who car that is in the back in my assigned parking spot? That's mine. I got the Camaro, the black Camaro at this time. This is June 24th of 2018. So you claim you got put out, but I'm trying to figure out when, because you still at the house. You, at this point, you supposed to be put out by now. Let you tell it, because you got your apartment in September. So at some point in time, you know, you used to live with granny for 3 months, stacked your money, and got your first apartment. This June 24th, you still at my house. So we just gonna keep rolling along because all Desi do is lie. This June 29th, this you, right? You still in my house. This inside my house. You making content. And that's June 29th. We gonna keep on scrolling. See, y'all don't really know my neighborhood, but this the side of my building. This Desi dancing, turning up. July 8th, outside my house. But let you tell it, at this point, you should have been living in Granny house. But you wasn't. You was still living with me. Because ain't this your content outside my house? Yeah, and this is July 10th. You shooting videos. Who call you in, Desi? This your car, ain't it? This your sunroof? This your Challenger. You're in your car outside my house shooting content. You ain't at Granny house. You're not at Granny house. You in my house. Still making content. Oh, my boy got, look at him, more bookings. Macon, Georgia, July 14th. You booked and busy. So you want to talk about you was broke? You wasn't broke. I mean, you was everywhere. This you in your car. See, your car got the sunroof. That's you in your car. This the Challenger. The same one I took you to go get with my unsupportive ass. Right? Oh, okay. We're going to keep on scrolling. We're going to keep on scrolling. Because your boy was busy. This was him in July. You had a show in Texas. And that was July 28th. Then you turned around and had a show in Atlanta. This same show I was at. We was still together. Even though you claimed we broke up. I put you out. You was living in Granny house. We was actually still together. You was still living with me. You had this show at Uptown Comedy Corner. Guess who recorded you on stage, Desi? I did. So let's get into that. Because for you to sit here and act like I wasn't around and all of that. Because this you. Ain't this you on stage? Same outfit? That same night, my boy.
It's crazy, man. I'm all crazy, man. They're really crazy, man. So, but I got to say too, these damn entertainers, these skinny jeans, man.
So, how would I record this video if I wasn't even at your show? Like, you want to keep kicking it like, oh, I wasn't supportive, I didn't believe in the dream. Like, as the word can see so far, the dream is no longer a dream. It's been reality. Like, everything is in motion. And I'm still in the picture when everything was in motion. So we're going to keep on scrolling because, like you said, I put you out. Who this is, Desi? Ain't this you outside my house? Because this the brick background and this the staircase. Where you at? In your Charger. I mean, not your Charger. You had a Challenger. In your Challenger. That's the sunroof. You inside your car. Check the date. This August 4th. You still staying in my house making content. So at this point, you've been there May, June, July, and here you go August. You ain't got nothing at Granny house. Why? Because you wasn't staying there. So I'm trying to figure out when you was living at Granny house and when you was going to shoot some content. Because you was making content every week. And where you was at? My house. Still living off of me. You was only contributing $400. $400. Everything else I had to do and figure out. And you was making money. You've been booked and busy this whole time though. So you want to kick it like I left you and you down and out. Here we are, still together. You was very much so up. You the one getting to the bag. I'm the one that wasn't making no money no more. I'm the one struggling. And you sat around and you watched me struggle. And let's continue. Because this you on stage, August 9th. You in Cleveland with the show. You in Cleveland with the show. August 9th. This you. We gonna keep on scrolling. Because then this you. At another comedy club, August 11th, 2018. Making money. We gonna keep it going. Who this is at my house on the couch? This you, Desi. You did this part in the house and you shot this part in your car. This August 14th. We still together. You still in my house. But yet you was only contributing $400, but you want to kick it. You was down and out and you was giving me all your money and I left you because I was unsupportive and didn't believe in a dream. But where was I? Still in the picture. Very much so in the picture. Dream is a reality at this point. So I'm just trying to figure out, when did I leave you when you was down? This you. You had a show, right? August 17, 2018. You get money. Oh, okay. And that's you on stage. Same date. So we gonna keep it moving. Keep it moving. Because here you go. August 19th. You in Charlotte. My boy been booked and busy. But you told the world. You ain't have nothing. You was working at Smoothie King with your little line self. You weren't working at Smoothie King. Ain't been at Smoothie King since the end of 2016, early 2017. Ain't been to Smoothie King. You been out on the road. You been having shows, having your way. Dream of reality. Like this you. You was in Richmond. August 22nd. Booked and busy. Booked and busy. Virginia Beach. August 23rd, 2018. Booked and busy. You outside my house though. Because I know my background. You know how many years I stayed there? This you outside my house in this Challenger. August 24th, 2018. This you. Booked and busy. Greensboro. This you. August 26th. Here you go again. What's this? August 31st. Booked and busy. Booked and busy. But you want to make it seem like you wasn't having no money. And you can't say you ain't have no Challenger. You did. This the car in the background when you was shooting your video with Candace. And as you see, it does have that sunroof. His car got a sunroof. My car never had a sunroof. That every time he in that sunroof, that's Desi's car. So you can't say that wasn't my, oh, it was your car. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Who this is on stage? This you, Desi? You at another comedy club. Booked and busy. September the 8th, 2018. That was you, right? Here go your calendar. So this from September on up to December, you gonna be booked and busy, right, sweetheart? This all 2018. We were still together. And let me tell you how he tried to play me when it came to this apartment. So all this time, me and Desi been together, a whole couple. He wasn't down and out. He was never living at Granny house. He was still living with me. Desi come, we were supposed to be looking for an apartment because I told him when my lease is up, I want to move somewhere else. I didn't want to, they was increasing the rent over there. I didn't want to pay it to be staying there. I'd rather stay somewhere else if I got to pay more money. Okay, cool. Well, Desi, what you tell me one night when we laying in bed? Oh, I got approved for this apartment. Huh? Approved? So what that mean? My name wasn't even on the application if you already got approved. You ain't say I went and saw this apartment. We should go look at it together. You was laying in the bed talking about you got approved. That's when my antennas went off. Cause I'm like, why would you go get approved and I didn't even go? I didn't even get to go look at the apartment. Like what we doing? Because now you got approved with your name on this apartment and my name ain't even finna be on this apartment. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know Desi is not finna do me like I think. Like I've been in denial this whole time. Even when you was playing in my face, only giving me $400. Cause as y'all can see, the boy been booked and busy. But the whole time I was really in denial. Like I know Desi not finna do me like this. Desi always have portrayed himself to be a stand-up guy, a godly man, the entire relationship. So the entire relationship, I took care of him. I never thought in a million years this boy was gonna get to some money and switch up on me. Like, never thought it. Because if I did, I wouldn't have did none of what I did for you. Like, if I would have known who you really was, I would have never even entertained you. You would have had to figure out life on your own back then. But I was with you. Supported you the whole time. Took care of you. Everything. Invested into your dreams. Put my whole life on hold. Because the goal was we was going to invest into you. When you make it, then I could figure out what it was I wanted to do. That time never came for me. Because why? Desi was moving shady. So you mean to tell me you got approved for an apartment with just your income? My name ain't on the lease. And this is what you telling me while we laid in bed. But this whole time, you had only been giving me $400. That's why I had started falling behind on my car note. Because you wasn't even contributing more in the household to help alleviate all that I had on my back. You was just sitting around watching me struggle, stacking your money. And you can't say I'm lying that you wasn't stacking your money, because let's get back into your Shannon Sharp interview. And you talked about stacking your money.
I'm saying now I'm gonna get my own space, and I made my first $900 on YouTube. Oh, it's up.
Yeah.
It's you.
You ain't get back.
Oh, you in trouble now. I'm gonna stack me about 10. I stacked up for about 3 months. I got up to about $10,000. I want to go get me an apartment. And after that, that's when it really took off. But
okay, so you're admitting you actually saved up money. You stacked up about $10,000, and you went and got you an apartment. So you mean to tell me this whole time you was laid up in my house only paying $400, which was causing me to struggle, but yet you had a savings account. But now you tell the world you only made $900 from YouTube. The world been seeing receipt out of receipt. You've been booked, sweetheart. So clearly you've been making more than just that one $900 payment you want to portray to the world. The whole time you watching me struggle, you was saving your money. My money is getting spent. At that point, I don't have a savings. I don't have anything. Because the whole relationship, what was I doing? Taking care of us, holding down the fort, and investing in your dream. Okay, so let's continue. Because mind you, he admitted on tape. He saved up money. So this whole time you've been living with me, you've been stacking your bread. Okay, so let's continue. Where my boy at? My boy at another show. Let's get back into it, because he booked and busy. This September 17, 2018. Desi booked and busy. Desi is booked and busy. This you again, September 19th. You in Daytona, booked and busy. Now this is where things is about to get freaking funny. This you, September 20th. You in Baltimore, booked and busy. Alright. So don't forget, B. Simone posted that video in September of 2018. It was September 21st. Y'all getting the keys to that apartment, right? Oh, okay, so that's September 21st. That's why I said it's important to remember the dates, because this is where you messed up at. Let's get on here. Who do we have in video? Desi. This you, right? This September the 23rd. This gonna be a couple days right after you got your keys to that apartment. But who else you with? You still in my house though, right? Because watch when you get out this car and you show your background while you giving your motivational video. Y'all can go see it. Still on his page. Just see where you at. What day is it, y'all? This my neighborhood. You in front of our building. And this is 2 days after you got the keys to that apartment. You want to motivate the world, giving your little fake motivational speeches. You outside my house. This you outside the apartment. That's why I said it's very important to pay attention to the details. Because even though I didn't have no receipts, the boy left all the receipts up in the evidence on his page to contradict everything he said. So that's you outside my house, September 23rd, 2018. Y'all go back and watch the video. He talk about Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. He want to give his motivational speech. This the same day. That same day, September 23rd, 2018, you was at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right? So I'm going to take it another step further, because what you can't do is say that wasn't recorded in real time. Oh, okay. So what did I do? I just Googled the Falcons schedule for 2018. Let's just go ahead and zoom in on that. Where was you at? Sunday, 9/23. Oh, the Falcons had a game. We did. Oh, that's why you was at the Benz Stadium. So you can't say this wasn't September the 23rd. This wasn't recorded in real time. You was very much so at my house that day. Why? Because you was still standing there. Why was you still standing there after you got them keys, Desi? Because you didn't move into that place until the furniture got delivered. You want to know why? And when the furniture got delivered, who was there? Me. After the furniture got delivered and the man put the living room couch together, who was with you in Walmart going grocery shopping, Desi? Me. Who was with you looking for a toolkit because I put the living room table together? I put that together. And just in case, since you want to act like your memory is so bad, you can call your mama. Your mama will remind you, because we talked to her that day in Walmart. Your mama remind you how I built that living room table in that new apartment, because we was both staying over there. But see, the only difference was I never gave up my apartment because I felt something in my soul. You wasn't moving right. And I told myself, hold on, y'all, that's my baby. But I told myself, I'm not giving up my place and putting my life in Desi's hands if he can't show me he really got my back. So far, you haven't shown me that. Yeah, I was staying over there at that apartment, but I didn't give up my place. So we gonna keep moving on along. So what we got? Desi, booked and busy. So now y'all seen his schedule for 2018. Desi was booked all the way up until the end of December. The end of December in 2018. Not only were we together in September, even after you got this apartment, but we was together in October of 2018 as well, Desi. Just in case you forgot, who was in a car accident with you when you wrecked your first car, that Challenger? It was me, right? But just in case you seem to act like you can't remember, I went and got the copy of the police report. Let's just take a look at it. Let's get into it. This October 23rd of 2018, that morning after we left Ted Gym in Tucker. Who was in a car accident, Desi? You was, right? Ain't this your name? Desi Banks Jr.? We in Unit 2? We could take a scroll down. The number of occupants, 2, right? It was 2 people in your car. Let's see who the passenger was in your car, Desi, since you seem to have forgotten. Here we have Unit 2. This is Desi car. Desi Banks, age 25. Who you was in the car with, Desi? Ain't that my name? Wasn't I in the car with you? We in Unit 2. I was your passenger, right? Because we was together. Where we was heading back to? To that apartment after we came from working out at Body by Ted Gym over there in Tucker, right? But let you tell the world, I left you. We been broke up. We still together, sir. And at this point, it's the end of October. You got that apartment in September. Here we are in October, still together. Oh, okay. And let's just continue. Continue on and scroll. Not only that, but, and as you can see, he got another schedule. He updated his schedule to show what he was showing. Oh, okay, you're booked until December 22nd. So you've been booked the whole year. You've been having shows the entire year. You told the world you was broke, ain't had no money. I left you because you was working at Smoothie King, which was proven to be a lie. You've been booked and busy. You said I left you over the summer and you live with Granny. That was proven to be a lie. You were still at my house the entire time living with me. You never lived with your granny. You said after you got that apartment, it was up for you. That's a lie. It's been up for you. And we still have been together the entire time. Okay, so let's just go on and get into November because we were still together in November. Do you remember going to New York days in November? In case if you forgot, let me remind you. See, in November, you went to New York because you were supposed to get an award. This was for November 1st, 2018. I went to New York with you, supporting you. However, when we got there, the show was canceled. You remember that, Desi? Oh, okay. So now we in New York. And you can't say I wasn't in New York because we're going to get into that receipt as well. Let's get into it. Because, see, when you always want to take pictures with everybody, record everything, and post everything, that's where you messed up at. Desi, who this is? Ain't this you at the D.L. Hughley show in Caroline's on Broadway, November 2nd, 2018? That's you, right? This D.L. Hughley. Everybody take note of what D.L. Hughley got on. Oh, okay. So let's get into the screenshot that I got from my phone because I was at this show with you. And I took a picture of D.L. Hughley when he was on stage when I was recording them videos. So let's just get into that. Who that is on stage, Desi? Ain't that D.L. Hughley at Caroline's? That's the same outfit, same hat, right? Okay, and we'll take it a step further. Because it's no cap over here. I ain't got no reason to lie. Just in case you want to say, oh, she lying. Oh, she lying. What's the date? I even screenshotted it. What was the date? November 2nd, 2018. When we went to D.L. Hughley show. Okay, so we was in New York, right? And just in case if you need somebody else to jog your memory, you can call your auntie Kia. You can call your dad. You can call your daddy's wife, Shawana. You can call your cousin Sam or Tashika because they all went to New York with us. Because it was your auntie Kia birthday week. Oh, okay. So maybe they'll help jog your memory since you seem to say I left you in May or June. But yet we were still together in November. Okay. So let's just get back into more receipts because, you know, they doesn't want to keep playing with me. Let's scroll on. Not only was we together in November, we was together in December. Right? December 2018. Ain't this you on Christmas? What you say? Merry Christmas? December 25th, 2018. You outside your mama house recording this video right in your car. You outside your mama house. You can't say you not. Ain't that Larry truck in the back? Oh, okay. Guess who was in the house while Desi was outside making the video? Me. Because we was very much so a couple, Desi. That's why we was over there at your mama house on Christmas together, Desi. And you can't say I'm lying. Because I was in the house playing around on Snapchat with the Christmas filter, right? So let's pull that up. This me at your mama house in her living room. This your mama couch. That's the little piece on her wall. You can't say that ain't your mama house. And we gonna show that this is very much so Christmas Day. Let's get into the date on that one too. Let's say December 25th, 2018. This 304. I was in your mama living room while you was outside making your video for Christmas. We was together. So you claim I left you in May or June, whichever, you know, boy math, however you want to work your months out. I don't know. Either way it go, that was determined to be a lie. But how we end up being together the whole rest of the year, all 2018. So we together all this time, Desi, why would I leave? I put all the money in. I invested into you. You had nothing. Now your dream is actually a reality and been a reality at this point. You've been booked and busy the entire year. Why would I leave, Desi? This shows we've been together the entire time of 2018. This is December. So to be clear, I didn't stop coming to stay over at that apartment until January 2019. Because you was still trying to play me to the left. You started acting funny when you got to the money. What you tell me, what you gonna do? You wasn't trying to help me. Your family can vouch for that. You was sitting around watching me struggle while you was collecting the bag, savings account getting on swole, and I'm over here swimming in bills, messing up my credit. But you was my man though, right? So when February of 2019 came, my job started offering overtime. I took it. I had to work every day for 3 months straight, 7 days a week. Until them folks told me I couldn't work overtime no more. Just so I could stay afloat. And the whole time, while I'm doing this in 2019, guess who's still on tour? Guess who's still booked and busy? Desi. And he can't say I'm lying because where your new calendar for the new year started. From February all the way up to May. This is just the first part of your calendar. You was booked and busy that whole time. While I'm working 7 days a week for 3 months straight. Just so I don't lose what I had worked hard for. While you making money. The same person that I gave everything to. You the same person. You posted this schedule January 19th of 2019. You been booked. So you been booked at this point. This is year 2. We've been together all this time. You ain't have nothing. You built your platform and your whole networking and your everything off the back of me. You booked and busy. Now I'm over here working like a slave so I don't lose everything. But you my man though, right? So to be clear, the last show that I went to of yours while we were still together was the show that you had in May of 2019, May 5th in Atlanta. You had it at Uptown Comedy Club in Hateville. And that's the show that your whole family came out to. And you can call your mama them and they can remind you. Because that's the same show great grandmama was at. Granny, granddaddy Jesse, your mama them, your daddy's side of the family. Pat, everybody came out for you at that show. You wanted to introduce the crowd to your great grandma, where you got your grandmama Risa from, right? Who was there, Desi? Me. That was May of 2019, and I'm not even finna post that because rest grandmama soul and granddaddy Jesse. I'm not involving them in this mess. But you can call your family and they can remind you of that. They can jog that memory of yours. And that was in May. So we didn't break up until July 2019, Desi. That's when I walked away. Because what did you tell me when I talked to you and you was like, oh, I'm so proud of you. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. What is he proud of? Me working like a slave? Me fighting for my life to not lose everything that I worked hard for? While he on tour living his best life? That's when I knew then my time is up. Because you been playing in my face. You're not going to change. You got to the money and you switched up. Is what you did. See, you just ain't had the balls to cut me off. You drugged me along until I walked away. But you had already been playing in my face. You wasn't helping me at all do nothing. You trying to kick it like you broke. You wasn't broke. You had money. You had a savings. When I walked away with nothing. I didn't even have a savings account because all them years when I was making money, what was I doing? Taking care of us, investing into your dream so you can do what you need to do to get where you was trying to be. Because that's when you sold me that dream. Oh, we're a team. And you did used to talk about marriage. You did. But that was when you ain't have nothing. Oh, I'm doing this for us. I'm building this for us. When everything started coming into motion, I'm the one you shitted on. Right? You started making money and you didn't do nothing for me. When did you support me in anything? But you want to sit here and say I was unsupportive. Sir, I was the support. I supported you the entire relationship from the time we got together until the time I walked away. Because I shouldn't even been at that show in May of 2019. I should have been left in 2018, we're being clear. When you first started giving me your ass to kiss. Right? But in the back of my mind, I wanted to be in denial so bad. Like, I know Desi not going to do me like this. This ain't the Desi that I know. I know he gonna do right. Time went by, you never did right. That's why when I walked away, I didn't mind walking away with nothing. I walked away and I never looked back. Cause see, one thing about me, nothing was never given to me. I got it out the mud on my own. So I figured it out is what I was going to do, and that's what I did. And I ain't never looked back. I could have tried to put you on blast then, but I didn't. Why? I wasn't bitter. I had to just take my L. I overplayed my role is what I did. And I overplayed it with somebody like you, a fuckboy. And that's just what it was. So as y'all can see, the first reason why Desi didn't want to tell the truth on the timeline of when we actually broke up is because Desi know the truth don't make him look good. Not only did Desi switch up when he started getting money, but what else did I discover after the relationship ended, Desi? I discovered Desi had already started talking to somebody else before I was even out the door. Let's get into this receipt. So this is your baby mama page, right? You was all up under her comments, heart-eyeing pictures back in 2018. And see, you felt comfortable doing this because you knew I wasn't on social media and I didn't do social media for years. So you all under them hard eyes, right? Okay, so we just gonna keep it rolling. Let's go on and pull this one up. Because this is you too, right? June 23rd, 2019. Mind you, I didn't break up with Desi until July 2019. So this you all on her page. And you come in. You was very comfortable because you knew I wasn't going to see this. But see, the whole time while she posting you, you never posted her during that time. Because if you knew, you would have posted her on your page. And any of my folks would have seen that. I was going to know. Okay, so you real comfortable cheating. Because I didn't leave till July 2019. So you had been already started heart-eyeing her pictures in 2018. Here you is, y'all together. Oh, okay. 2019. So now that I left you, we done. As of summer of 2019 in July, we done now. What did it do? This when you first posted her, right? December 15th of 2019. This when you posted her. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for believing and being by my side. Right? This what you said. And this is why I said in part one, Desi took a shot at me in 2019 and I could have said something. This is what I was referring to. And I ain't say nothing. The reason why I paid Desi no mind is because I knew. He knew what he was saying was a bunch of BS when he typed this up. I mean, be for real. You mean to tell me you labeling me as unsupportive when I'm the one who made a way for you for years to be where you are, right? But the one you just met and you just started messing around with in 2019, now that I put you in that position, is supportive? She believing in you? I mean, the dream already reality. There's nothing to believe in, to be honest. All you got to do is show up to some shows. Because now you there. The hard part has already been done. I did that. But she's supportive and I'm unsupportive. I mean, you got to be dumber than I damn thought. And we just going to keep on going because guess what else? What else did I discover, Desi, after we broke up? Now, remember when I told y'all Desi went to Africa in 2017. He was going to come back into play. So this is the picture again when he was at the red carpet in Africa in 2017 for that movie Love by Chance. And we're gonna get into why I'm putting this out here. Because you messing around with your baby mama towards the end of our relationship, that wasn't the first time you cheated, was it, Desi? What was you doing in Africa, Desi? You went to Africa and you was over there for business. But then, what did you reveal on Be Simone podcast, Desi?
Remember when you told me, can I tell him about the African?
Oh, yeah. That shit was crazy.
He had a girlfriend. Desi does not do this anymore. He's a great man, from my understanding.
Yeah.
His younger ages, he had a girlfriend. He went to Africa.
Yeah.
I was like, have you ever cheated on any of your girlfriends? He was like, man, I went to Africa. He's like, I had sex with an African
Yeah,
queen.
man. That shit was crazy.
And he was like, I was literally about to like leave my life in Atlanta and move to Africa.
So you mean to tell me, back in 2017, when we was living together, and you was only contributing $200 to the household, you cheated with a whole stranger? You went to Africa for 11 days for that movie in Love by Chance, and you messing with a whole stranger? This how you did me. This coming out of your mouth. But then you want to get on this internet and act like you a victim. So the whole time, like this when I say Desi been playing in my face. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, I didn't find out about none of the cheating until after I walked away. And at that point, I mean, what can I say? The relationship over with, it's nothing I can say nor do other than just admit Desi never was shit. Like his whole everything that he portrayed, that good guy, it was all a lie. A lie. A lie. So I just had to just take it for what it was and just keep it moving. Because at this time, when I discovered all this cheating and everything else, we was broken up. I'm not finna call you, cuss you out about cheating. We not together no more. It is what it is. I ain't know during the time. I found out after the time. So it is what it is. So when I say, like, that's all he do. You been playing in my face. Been playing in my face. I could have been said something. If anybody should have been mad, it should have been me. So you not only switched up when you got to the bag, but then you was cheating. You was never a good person to me. The person who did everything for you, held you down, put into your dream to get you where you wanted to be. This how you did me though. But then you want to get on this internet and act like you a victim. So now again, you want to use me and try to create this sympathy story to go viral again because that interview with Shannon Sharp wasn't that interesting, if we're being clear. The only part that went viral was you talking about your ex. And not everybody can see that was a lie. It was all a lie. And don't think that I'm the only person who dares to play. He don't just play in my face. Because we can even use his current situation as an example. Because all them years you had a public relationship. You had the world thinking everything started with you and your baby mama. Y'all remember that post he posted December 2019 that I just showed? For having my side, being by my side, being supportive, believing in me. So you had a public relationship, right? But the first chance you got, when you got on a large platform, what you do? You bring me up. A relationship the world never even knew existed. And then when Just Hilarious asked you if you was in a relationship, all of a sudden you can't hear. And you can't say I'm lying because we're going to get into that too. Here you was on a Breakfast Club interview when Just Hilarious asked you, was you in a relationship?
Are you in a relationship now?
Huh? That's crazy.
You got no more with that answer.
Let me finish my story.
Okay, go ahead. Finish the story.
God damn.
Finish the story, man. Go ahead.
Huh? Are you or are you not in a relationship? You so quick trying to speak on me. Let me finish my story so you can tell these lies about a relationship that nobody knew about. But you can't hear, huh? Jess Hilarious had to beat it out of you for you to even admit that you was in a relationship and you had a whole family. So that's why when Desi did make that post back in 2019 when he posted her, I never felt no type of way. Because at the end of the day, I know Desi. Desi already showed me his real side. I knew that girl ain't get no prize in him. All it was going to take was time for Desi to reveal his true self to her. And for her to see, Desi is the issue. Because what I'm trying to understand is, on the Shannon Sharp show, you said how you saw marriage with me. How you claim to see marriage with me, but you claim I was unsupportive? But in that same Shannon Sharp interview, you stated you wasn't ready for marriage in your current life. You ain't ready for marriage, but your girlfriend is supportive, and she gave you your 2 biggest blessings. How that work, Desi? Like, all you do is play in people's face. That's it. That's all you do. Is play in people's face. It ain't no prize in Desi. The only thing Desi can bring to the table now is some money. His character is flawed. It's been flawed, and it's still flawed. The boy ain't got no integrity, no nothing. He not loyal. But all you keep hollering, even in the Shannon Sharp interview, I just want somebody supportive. Why? What you gonna do with him? You claimed I was unsupportive, but now the world get to see I was the support. So that was a lie. And how did you do me? You dogged me out. The one who helped you build your platform. Who you was able to build everything off of. You dogged me out. You came out of your own mouth when you went public with your baby mama. She was supportive. She believed in you. So that's out of your own mouth. She's supportive. But yet you doing all of this that you doing now. You the problem. You the problem. Now you got the support and what you still ain't happy, right? You got the support and it still just didn't work out, right? So this is why I say Desi been playing in my face. Why is you speaking on me? You went out of your way to bring me up. Let me finish my story. He wanted to finish that story so bad. And Shannon Sharp gave him that chance to do it on his interview. But now everybody get to see you did all that for what? It was a lie. Everything was a lie. Everything. All Desi do is lie or over-exaggerate the truth. And that's something anybody could tell if you really just paid attention to what he be saying and how he be telling his stories. I mean, I can just go into a prime example of him in this interview, like just lying.
Right. Yeah. Have you ever got hurt? Have you broken anything doing skits?
Have I ever broke? Nah.
Yeah, you would know if you broke.
I don't think I ever. I think I always been 100%. Nah, I ain't never broke nothing. Nah, I've been good.
So be for real, Desi. As a grown man, you know if you broke something while you was making videos or not. What was there to think about? Was you not in the emergency room? That's a yes or no question. All that thinking, that wasn't necessary. But that's what Desi do. While you was probably sitting over there thinking, trying to figure out, should I tell the truth or should I lie? Or should I try to jazz up the story until he called you out on it? Because what is there to think about? Did you or did you not break something? So it don't even really matter what the topic at hand is. All Desi do is lie. The truth ain't in Desi. But now the world know. Now the world can see Desi for who he really is. Desi lying ass Banks. This is him. Desi ain't this stand up solid guy that everybody be thinking he is. Desi only be trying to push that God narrative for talking points. Because you're not the godly man you try to portray yourself to be. You ain't living like that. Because what you be doing behind the scenes, it don't match this image that you be trying to portray. Like, the only thing you should have did was kept me up out in them interviews. You should have just left me alone and kept me in the archives. But now the world got to see you for who you really is. Like, I don't talk about that relationship. Nothing good came out of that relationship. Not with you. Only thing good that came out of my relationship with Desi is Desi family. That's it, and that is all. Still to this day, even though Desi dogged me nothing but out, I still got love for his family. And they still got love for me. They respect me for the simple fact they know what I did for they know what I did for their son. They know what I did for their grandson and their nephew. Everybody know the truth. The family know the real. But the one who benefited from me the most is the one who act like he don't know what's going on. That's just Desi being beside himself, being ungrateful. Not the holy man being ungrateful. Because at the end of the day, Desi was blessed. Desi was blessed to have a me in his life. Somebody who actually did provide him that opportunity to chase his dreams. Because everybody don't get that. Me included. Like, be for real. If we all could press pause on life and not have to pay bills and have responsibilities because we out here trying to chase our dreams, don't you think more people in the world would do that? But that's not reality. Life don't stop because you chasing dreams. Them bill folks ain't trying to hear, oh, I'm chasing my dreams. I understand I'm on year 3 or 3, 4, year 5. They don't want to hear that. Them bills finna hit every month. Every 30 days. They don't care about you chasing your dreams. That's why we have jobs out here. Because people you gotta take care of your responsibilities. Some days it wasn't doing. So instead of sitting out here trying to bash me and paint me in this negative light, if you wanted to mention me so bad, you should have been saying thank you. That's what you should have been saying. Like, yeah, I understand I messed up back in the day and we didn't work out, but I do want to thank her because if it wasn't for her, ain't no telling where you would have been, how far you would have made it. Because I was the one doing the working. When I was at Splendid, slaving, working till 3, 4, 5 in the morning. All you had to do was get up every day and go make a video. Get up every day and ride around the city and go hang with whoever and networking. Be on the scenes living your life. While my life was on pause. I'm playing behind the scenes. I'm the one putting the money in. So you can chase your dreams. And then this is what you want to do. And then you got people really believing everything that you said because you got this platform. Not even knowing y'all leader up here lying. You got folks in the comments going hard for you. X was giving her all his money. Desi wasn't giving that girl nothing. He ain't giving me nothing. $200. And when I got fired, you started giving me $400, right? But you was giving me all your money. What money was you giving me, sir? You got people, oh, she ain't believe in them. Look at them now. What is there to look at? I knew what Desi was going to be. Desi was already making it when we was together. So it wasn't no surprise. I got him to that point. See, the world didn't know that though, did they though, Desi? They sat there and hung on to everything that you said. As if what you said was facts. What you said was the truth. Because of the image that you portray. So in the back of their mind, they ain't trying to Desi ain't gonna lie. Well, Desi said goes, right? But now everybody looking stupid. Because all Desi did was lie. Didn't tell the truth about nothing. I still got the bubblegum rapper. Okay. What year did you get this bubblegum rapper? Because comedy came in 2017, not 2018. And I'm so thankful that you were slow enough to not delete none of your content. Thank you for that. Because you gave me every receipt I needed to clear my name. So thank you for that. Thank you for being so cocky and getting beside yourself that you forgot where you came from, where you started. You forgot what all I was around for. Thank you for that. Because I ain't have no receipts. Everything from my relationship, I deleted it. So I thank you for that. You gave me everything I needed to bury you, to show the real you, to show that you're a liar. Thank you, Desi. And at this point, now that the world can see that you lied about everything, it's only 3 things you can do. You either gonna take the high road, let it ride, let it smooth over, act like you above it and not respond. You can respond and try to lie to cover up the first lies that you told. Or we can see, can you at least attempt to be this stand-up guy you like to portray yourself to be and get on here and apologize? Apologize for trying to paint me in the light that you painted me in, knowing that you was lying. Them the only 3 things you can do. And at this point, guess what? Ball's in your court. You just better make sure you put your best foot forward. Because if you talk about me and you lying or you trying to continue to paint me in a negative light, I promise you I'm going to get on here every time moving forward. I'm going to air you out. Because you ain't got no respect for me. And at this point, what I'm trying to cover up the real you for? What I'm trying to continue to protect your image for? You ain't try to protect my image. You got the world dragging me. I couldn't even enjoy the fact that I had a whole newborn baby. Over here sitting here trying to recover from a C-section. Now I got to do all this. So all I got to say, moving forward, Desi, keep me up at them interviews. Don't speak on me. Don't speak on that relationship. Live your life, sir. Enjoy the fruits of my labor. Live it. And leave me alone.